24 hours with JB. Let's talk. When making plans, think big. When making progress, think small. Right? Again, when making plans, when planning for the future, goals, etc., think big, magnificent, astronomical. When making progress, think small. Why is that? That's because, for one, it's not going to go as planned, as you intend. For two, you get to those big goals, you get to those astronomical levels by chiseling away at yourself. Chiseling away. Slowly but surely, you chisel away. Slowly but surely, you chisel away. And those chisels, right, that small progress will make it so that your dreams become a reality. Write that down, beloved. I'm going to give you a second. And so, I'm speaking from firsthand experience. When I was under the impression that it was going to happen overnight, when I said, Joe, I'm getting my life together right now, right? I thought it was going to happen in 12 months. Because I was doing the work. I never stopped working. But see, that's the thing. Early on, I was putting too much on my plate. That's first and foremost. Secondly, my goals were realistic, yes, but the time expectancy was unrealistic. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, I'm not taking other factors that are in my life into consideration when writing down the goal. In other words, I'm just under the impression that I know what Jaquan is capable of doing. Thus, once Jaquan puts himself in motion and moves toward that goal and or goals, right, plural, he can accomplish all things that he sets his mind to. And that fact never stopped being the truth, right? But what happens is life tends to life. In addition, you don't want to lose yourself throughout the process, right? Throughout your trajectory and reaching these goals. I don't think y'all hear me out there. Wish I had a sip of water. I just would have sipped it just now. Nevertheless, consistency, that small consistency, that reading 2 pages a day, that doing 2 push-ups a day, that will change your life much more drastically than you taking 3 months out of 1 year to go full throttle on your goals. Because for whatever reason, when you work slow and steady, you develop this mean intent. You develop this grit, this determination, this patience, discipline, sacrifice, humility. All of these things come about when you work slow and steady, right? And my Nipsey voice, it's a marathon, right? This is real talk, beloved. Any true hustler, any real go-getter will tell you the moment you start getting busy, it's going to happen, yes, but it's not going to happen at the rate that you expected it to happen. On the flip side, once you really start getting busy and get knee-deep in your bag, you'll see other doors start to, I'm speaking from first-hand experience, you'll see other doors start to open and damn, this happened fast, whoa. Because what happens is you're no longer waiting for it to happen, right? When you wait for it to happen, it's going to seem like it's taking forever. Conversely, if you just sit back, be patient, stay in pocket, stay in the zone, and keep your eye on the prize, right? Then it will happen before you even know what's happening. It won't be until, damn, I just signed off on that, dude. Okay. But I just closed up. Damn, okay. Well, I just reached that. Damn, okay, wait. Now I got to start too. Now you're talking about other goals. You're working on this goal, but you're still focused on the other goal. Now you have a planner. Now you have a calendar. Now you're going week by week, month by month, year by year, brick by brick. Because that's what it's about. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking to my real hustlers, my real go-getters. and or those who plan to go get it. One of the two. And also, you want to enjoy life. You want to celebrate throughout the process. You want to sit back and just enjoy the moment. You don't want to rush to get to that peak, to reach your pinnacle. Reason being, you're now stuck on that particular peak. You understand what I'm saying? Opposed to just enjoying the process. Because the process, the work, the determination, the hard work, that is what ultimately shapes you. So thus, enjoy the process. In other words, once fight night comes about, just have fun, beloved, because you've done the work, right? But if you just automatically place yourself in the ring fight night, you won't be able to enjoy the process. You won't be able to shape yourself and mold yourself as best as possible because you're already in the future. No, beloved, enjoy the moment now. No, beloved, know that you trained 3 times in 1 day for a fight that's 3 months away. You understand what I'm saying? We're talking greatness. We're talking legacy. These things define and shape who you are and or who you want to be. So thus, start now and go slow and steady. Because while going slow and steady, you'll see, wait, that's not right. Let me tweak that. Wait, I could do a little better over here. Wait, if I keep doing that, that'll go away. If I keep doing that, I can add that. If I keep, damn, okay, that person is that. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going, but at a nice, consistent pace. Keep your wind up to par. And believe in yourself, beloved. As long as you believe in yourself, everything else will fall in place. The naysayers, let them stand on the sideline and watch. Because you're here to entertain. Unbeknownst to you, but you're here for a reason. You're here to spark the revolution. Woo, y'all about to get me going. Listen, stay tuned, stay focused, heavy on the investments. Leader of a tribe.